Hey, what's up, Astro? That's right, you're just Astro now. Astro Dome. Alright, so we've already talked about Taco's raid. We've already talked about Bumble's raid. Let's move up into Logan's raid. Logan's been a notorious raider for the entire year that we've been around. He's really typically quite good. He knows how to raid, but he royally messed up. Alright? And I mean that because he just 3-starred a Town Hall 10 yesterday, and he 3-starred a Town Hall 10 today, I think. So the fact that he fails against this Town Hall 9 by troop elimination, again, if this is less than 3 minutes, and actually I think if it's less than 3:30, then it means that you ran out of troops. And your troops got eliminated. Okay? It wasn't a time issue. You weren't being pressured by that. So let's take a look at your army. First thing to note, Mr. Logan is a Town Hall 9. Okay? He doesn't get the luxurious slammer or wall wrecker or any siege for that matter. He also isn't a Town Hall 11 and doesn't get the extra spell space. But because Logan's a Town Hall 9, he's been doing a lot of Town Hall 7, Town Hall 8 raiding. He absolutely loved these lightning spells. Looks like we're going to be continuing that trend and raiding with them again. Now, I've actually been wanting to bring this up for a while. My co-leader, Butter, or Carlos, as most of you know him, has brought this up almost every time he sees it. Please do not use lightning spells without a plan, okay? And the plan being something simple, right? You can line up additional troops to do more damage, alright? Before I go into this, I think I remember this raid. I think he lightning spells this air defense, okay? First of all, fairly good assumption to hit this one, as you can hit this one easily and you can hit this one easily. You cannot hit this one easily nor this one easily because of these. These air sweepers are maxed out for Town Hall 9 and they will prevent you from easily getting to these. Okay? I already said it in the last video with Bumble. Free spells on these do not work, so you're going to need to raid against them, opposite of them. So hitting these two are the better bet when it comes to eliminating stuff that you cannot easily hit, right? The goal of these lightning spells is to get rid of stuff that you can't already easily kill, that can prevent a win. So looking at this, you've got two really good options, because this one covers here. This makes this a very challenging air defense to hit, unless you have lightning spells. The same with this one. And here's why this one would have been better if he doesn't hit this one. I can't remember directly, but I'm pointing it out right now. This one would be better. And I pointed it out in the raid with Taco, I believe. This queen is walking circles around right now. Okay? You didn't lose time. You weren't pressured by time. Take your time. Please. Look for things like this. When this queen walks down here, drop your lightning spells. You can take out probably all of her health if you time it right. Okay? Another thing. This man's got a maxed out clan castle for this town hall. You can almost guarantee that there's going to be an Edrag in there. Why not pull the Edrag, place a really low level troop over here a couple of times, move it over here, and drop it on him as well. You didn't run out of time. It's something you can do, right? Even if you have to do it a very, I want to say very careful way of, while it's traveling still, dumping and just hoping that you get more damage on it. But either which way that you go about it, just dropping these 2 lightning spells is very inefficient, because you can do so much more with them. It's not that they're bad, it's that you're not planning ahead. You're not planning to murder extra. You're planning on taking what you can, not thinking outside the box. You gotta think outside the box, okay? Let's go ahead, go over this army comp real quick, right? We've got 3 lava hounds. If you know Logan, he takes an extra lava hound in his clan castle, along with the freeze. He's also got level 1 freezes. Switch this out for a poison, switch it out for a haste, especially with loons. Haste is really good with loons. Alright, you're missing out. You really are. And then 5 little archers for cleanup. Honestly, I like the archers for cleanup. They're a little bit more safe than like a barbarian and a goblin. Goblins are better for rapid cleanup at the end. So knowing that you needed time to do a lineup on these air defenses to clear more efficiently, you could have switched these out for some goblins, gotten the time crunch at the end. Just when every defense is down, they burn through these resources so fast that it can make or break a raid. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch, see how he plays this. We got 1 loon up here. He's raiding from the backside of these air sweepers, which is good. That is exactly how you want to pull a clan castle, especially with a loon. Most of the time I would recommend pulling with a hog, actually, just because if there's something ground that can mess with your queen or something, you still want to pull it. Even though it's not going to mess with the main raid, you still want to try to pull it. 85% of the time nowadays it's going to be an Edrag. Don't kid yourself, but just in case. Alright, there could be Valkyries, there could be witches. You just want to be careful, right? And a hog will still pull an Edrag. So, what a surprise, there's an Edrag in there. He still hasn't dropped his lightning spells, but he's not pulling the Edrag to a spot that's going to matter. You can also see he's just dropped his 2 over on this side. Again, just drop them on this one when the queen walks by. Alright, you're planning on raiding from probably this side or this side, right? Or just across if you draw an imaginary line right there. Okay, because that's what these do. That's what all those defenses right there do. They draw an imaginary line of what your loons are going to target. Okay, so it doesn't matter. You're not raiding from this side. Just drop it on the more convenient one for what it gives, right? You get this and the queen. It's a low-level queen. I mean, I don't know that they're not capable of killing a max queen. I've never tried. But extra damage on the queen, big bonus, especially when dealing with lava hounds and balloons. Queens kind of target them. Kind of. And they do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. So just keep that in mind. It can help you. Okay. You dropped your level 1 freeze on this. You can see right now that it's almost charged up. So you did good. Right? You waited for it to charge 1, 2, 3, and then place. Okay? That's big, because if you don't know, Edrags 1, 2, 3, 4, shoot. They don't charge this 5th one. That's their shoot. So they go 1, 2, 3, 4, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, shoot. If you freeze on this 3, you avoid the accidental 2-frame delay and getting 1 shot. Okay, it's a maxed out Edrag. Everybody has them in their clan castles. You know, especially at town or clan level 11. You can't donate one that's not maxed. You physically cannot donate one that's not maxed, right? Here you can donate one that's not maxed. Donate a level 1, it's only level 2, right? They can't. That will one-shot you, okay? Keep that in mind. You dropped the baby freeze. It's already over. That was 2 seconds at best. It's already over. Okay, 1, 2, 3, charge, shoot, right? It ticks, but shoots, alright? You didn't use your ability, you didn't drop the other freeze, you just jumped into the raid, okay? You've got all 3 of these already dropped. I think it's, I can't even tell. You got 1 from the clan castle over here, I know that. I don't know where you placed the other ones, I wasn't paying that close of attention. I think it's 2 on each side. And then you freeze it with the big boy freeze, but it's already done. You're not killing it, you didn't bring enough troops. Okay? I commend you on trying, and I commend you on doing the straight line tactic. But the simple fact that you didn't kill that absolutely destroyed your raid. Okay? Absolutely destroyed it. And honestly, I don't even have to go over the full length of this to say that that's really why this failed. You know, he does have high level wizard towers. He does have max sweepers that you're doing a very good job of avoiding. You have a rage for this side, a rage for this side, and that should carry out pretty much the whole raid. Okay? At the very least a 2-star, I think. But because of that alone, you wasted the extra freeze, right? Your queen was dead. It's not going to do anything to freeze it. Okay? At that point, probably should have just went with the raid, froze up here on this Wiz Tower, right? Because this Wiz Tower is probably going to do the most damage. Rage over on this side, rage over on this side, let yourself ride it out. You should still pull a 2-star. Should. I mean, you dropped your cleanup, but you still should be able to pull a 2-star. Alright, I don't know where you dropped this other rage. Probably in the middle, actually. Since you've waited this long, yeah, you drop it right in the middle. A problem with that is that these guys over here not able to do anything anymore. You really split this side up pretty heavily by dropping the double rage, because some target this way, some target that way. If you'd have dropped the rage up here, it would have been a more clean, even sweep across the base. It's not that big of a difference, but it would have helped for the possible 2-star. Also, something that we noticed during this playback is that he had all of his Teslas in here. Alright, 2 Teslas on the town hall, 3 Teslas on the town hall directly. Means that if your loons would have been here with a rage over here, as they drop onto these, it would have dealt a lot of damage to that town hall. You can see that that's actually pretty far down there. That's most of its health. You could have almost killed it just because your loons absolutely got murdered on it, even, you know? I guess it's mostly just luck of the draw that you used the baby freeze. Again, switch this out, just bring a poison. You'd have been so much better with any level poison up here because of this load down attack speed. Just that alone would have helped you time your queen's ability significantly better. You can just drop any level poison and any level queen ability as long as you time it properly, and it should kill an Edrag. You might need a little bit of help from a couple of minions or something, but it would have been significantly better than a low level freeze. Freezes are by far the worst, absolute worst at low levels, okay, in comparison to others at the same level, right? Okay, I guess technically the earthquake is worse, just because you need 4 of them to really do anything, to open up any like major compartments. But even that honestly might have helped better, because that freeze did nothing. It really did nothing. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this one. It's just cleanup at this point, so I'm just gonna go ahead and run it. He actually stops it early. I remember I watched it live. I came in after a little bit, and he cut it out there, and I was like, yeah, that's a good call. So let's go ahead and pause full base view, right? Keep in mind, 2 lightnings go down here. 1 freeze up here, 2nd freeze up here. You wasted the freeze. Okay? Plain and simple, wasted the freeze. Also, you know, you did make it down this far, but if you would have made it down this far on this side, it would have been the exact same. So do yourself a favor, and when this is possible, try to line it up. Alright? I know it's not going to help every time, but it could be night and day for you, especially because I know how good you are with these lightnings. I've seen you do it for 3 town halls now. You're good with them. Keep doing it, but do it more efficiently, right? There was no reason not to. You didn't really benefit out of it. So you might as well have benefited better than you didn't. I mean, just logically speaking, you know. Also, again, bring like a hog or 2. I know that the defenses would have probably hurt a little bit too. But, you know, just little things like that to think of that are, it's always specific per base too, right? Because you see that there's no cannons. Cannons are the big thing that really mess with hogs in an individual aspect, right? There was no cannons up here. You could have used a hog. You could have just used 2 hogs. Wouldn't have mattered. Wouldn't have made that much of a difference. You know, and I know it's an Edrag. There's almost no points when it's not an Edrag, unless you're in very high level play. But you know, just those little things. Bring a poison instead of a freeze, please, for the love of God. And for the most part, just, you know, plan better. You know, plan for these things. Also, keep a failsafe, as if your queen doesn't kill it, you need more than 5 archers. You know, you could have killed this entire base with, I don't know how many you brought, but 3 less loons and 15 more archers, right? Or a dragon, for that matter. It doesn't matter what it would be, anything could have been better. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. This is actually the longest of the videos I've done so far. You guys have a good one, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.